What's up and what is down? All the love region of Dash Big Boy RNJ to the scene. I'm back in the house with another brand new video, and today we are going to react something that everybody should be talking about, and everybody should really stop talking about at the same time. Jake Paul versus Tyrone Woodley. Um, if you do not know who Jake Paul is, he's the brother of Logan Paul, the younger brother or the only brother of Logan Paul, and Logan Paul. Okay, let me just talk about Logan Paul before we head up to Jake Paul. I just want to say that Logan Paul defeating Mayweather is BS because honestly, okay, I just want to say to everybody that I'm not against certain people in my life, but when it comes to the Logan family, um, honestly, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, both of them are complete morons when it comes to the boxing world. Um, I remember when Logan Paul fought KSI and when he lost, everybody was like, "Oh, whatever, so what? It's just like a friendly YouTube match." But when Logan tried to take on Mayweather, and you have to understand something, Mayweather is already in his time and he's a former boxer, meaning that he's retired, he's no longer playing boxing anymore. He's no longer boxing. And for Logan to go up against somebody of his stature, I mean, the dude has 50, um, uh, 50 wins, and no losses. And for Logan Paul to say that, I defeated the champ, I've defeated his streak. Honestly, he has not defeated him in any possible way. If Muhammad Ali was still alive and if he was 50 to 60 years younger, he would destroy Logan Paul, man. I mean, this is just something that's pretty dumb, and a lot of people are now pointing towards the brother, Jake Paul, who's going to versus Tyrone Woodley in August this year, and it's going to be crazy because everybody's talking about it. Oh, Jake Paul's gonna beat Tyrone. Tyrone's gonna destroy Jake Paul, and come on, guys, let's just stop about this nonsense. We're gonna react to this video before we begin any further. And without further ado, thank you guys so much. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please do hit that like, share, favorite, and subscribe to the channel so that you guys can be updated with weekly videos. And let's get into it. All right, in three, two, one, boom.
Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley.
Can you believe it?
I can. At one point I would say I couldn't, but watching you guys, there's nothing I can't believe now. So I can believe anything.
I don't want to believe
Jake Paul
that's
and
nonsense.
Tyrone Woodley.
Wait. I'm sorry. I just had to see his face.
Watching you guys, there's nothing I can't believe now. So I can believe anything.
Jake
What is that face he's making? It looks like he's taking a crap in a dump, It's like he's trying to take a. And what's with this tattoo, karma? Dude, you don't need karma in your life. You need Jesus, all right? Because you have a lot of problems. First of all, I want to say this. Jake Paul is not a professional boxer, neither is his brother. His brother and Jake Paul are both not professional boxers. They're amateur people. They're just in the ring with big bodies, just beating up people in the ring. And second of all, both of them have problems in their brains because, especially Jake Paul, Jake Paul is messed up in all parts of his life. I mean, for being a guy who is who is famous for partying, who is famous for reckless, vandalism and so forth, and he's just ugly, man. I mean, this dude really needs Jesus in his life. What is this? What's with his teeth here? Problem child. And what's with all the freaking multicults? Is he a supporter of LGBT? Do I have to go into a preaching mode right now regarding about LGBT? Oh my goodness, let's
Jake
just
Paul
watch.
and Tyrone Woodley are now the latest internet sensations as
First of all, I just want to say this to everybody. I'm so sorry I have to pause. But what the hell is Jake Paul wearing? What's with the Mickey Mouse costume crappy design? I mean, look at this. He's wearing, look at this, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and blue color mini Mickey Mouse, green. What's with the Mickey Mouse? And look at this ugly tattoo on his freaking head right here. I don't know what tattoo that's supposed to be, but that's ugly. It's ugly, man. Second of all, get your face checked up, Jake Paul, because you need to put a lot of moisturizer and sand it and whatever you need to put. First of all, ugly haircut, ugly face, ugly tattoo. Next thing, ugly fashion. What next? It's gonna be an ugly
both
boxing
are
match.
preparing for their big boxing match in Miami on August 28th.
August 28th.
Both
Okay.
the fighters will throw down for Showtime Boxing on a
Alright.
big stage, and both of them stand to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Woodley,
pretty good.
however, seems to be taking his jump into the boxing world seriously. Tyron Woodley recently appeared in a new training video while he was preparing for his fight against the famous YouTuber, and he looked concentrated and ready for the fight.
Wow, look at
Woodley
him.
and Jake still have a couple of months to sharpen their skills as well. The problem child star might shine brighter at this point than his Maverick brother.
First of all, the problem child is still a problem child, and I believe he's not gonna shine bigger than his brother. His brother, like here, Logan Paul made a huge mistake 2-3 years ago when he uploaded that video of that suicidal Japanese video. You know, it was so stupid for him to upload it. He knew what the problem was, and he acted like he was nothing. He's doing boxing because obviously he's having problems with his life. He's not doing boxing because he likes it. I mean, of course, I'll give him credit. I mean, he is a very tough dude. He's big also, but the problem is he's an amateur boxer. Honestly, he's an amateur boxer. He's not like Mayweather or Tyron Woodley, who has been doing this for 25 years or so forth. He just started this. He's an amateur. He's not a really good person. Neither is Jake Paul. Both of them are pretty useless in the boxing world.
Logan, if only because of the controversy he creates. Tyron Woodley's training video is certainly a sign that he is well on his way to his big day.
True.
The big
Very true.
question now is how hard Jake Paul is training in his own gym. After all, Jake was the betting odd favorite for this fight even before it was made official. While both the fighters are preparing for the showdown this summer, work is already in process to sell the fight to fans across the world. Jake will be stepping into the ring after taking the jump from the world of videos to the hard slogging and grueling world of boxing for his 4th professional fight. Both the fighters have been going back and
Oh God, help us all. What's with that wardrobe malfunction right there? Oh my goodness, what is this? What's with the Mickey Mouse bag? Dude, you're in a boxing ring. You look like a freaking clown. It looked like someone threw paint all over his white shirt and it turned out to be Mickey Mouse shapes. And look at that ugly bag. Where did you
forth on
get the bag from? From Disneyland? This is insane. He looks like a chump right now. He looks like a wimp with that costume and with that bag. Dude, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, he's such a clown, man. What the hell?
online in a number of ill-tempered and feisty exchanges, which has been an entertaining spectacle for fans.
Look at him pumping out the crowd. He doesn't even look like he's doing anything. He's doing nothing. He's just creating more controversial bull crap. This guy, literally, I do not like him. And if he became a believer, I still had to keep my eyes on him because this dude really needs a lot of help.
And fans are expecting it to be equally as entertaining on the fight night. Winning the UFC welterweight title back in 2016, Tyron Woodley has lost his last 4 fights inside the octagon, and Jake will be looking to...
Seriously, what's with that ugly face he's making? Literally, it looks like he's about to take a crap in the ring, man. It's just, my goodness, what's up with what's wrong with this world? Look at all the ugly tattoos he has on his body. My goodness, Jake, if you still have the money that you're still making, please get rid of your freaking ugly tattoos. It's just horrible, and get your teeth fixed for the love of God, man. Come on. Stop sticking your tongue out. Get your face checked out. Get your teeth checked out. Get your mind checked out.
navigate past his second MMA fighter. So how did Jake Paul react to Tyron Woodley's new training footage? Let's see. Jake's feud with Tyron started during the YouTube star bout with Ben Askren. In the locker room, Tyron Woodley walked up to Jake, and Jake started taunting him for his boxing credentials. Then this created negotiations for a fight between Jake and Tyron.
You're 40 years old.
And the bout was ultimately finalized after Dana White released Tyron from the UFC. Boxing fans are still very intrigued to see how the internet sensation will fare against yet another MMA fighter, as Jake prepares to take on his highest caliber opponent yet. Fans are warning Jake Paul that Tyron Woodley is in a different league compared to Ben Askren when it comes to striking. Woodley's training video is pretty intense and shows him going around the gym to show that he's been doing it all. The former UFC fighter is very hardworking, and he's not going to let any words from Jake Paul shake him at this point. However, fans will have to see if all that hard work.
Okay, from this point of view, it looks like that Jake Paul can defeat him, but let's not forget here, Jake Paul doesn't understand the boxing game. Tyron Woodley at least understands in a certain way because he's been like punching people in the UFC. Although it's a different type of sport because UFC and boxing are both different in the sense that boxing you cannot use your feet and you have to use your hands, your fists. While UFC you can use your whole body, you can punch, you can kick, you can bring him to the ground and punch him on the ground. But boxing is a different story. But I believe Tyron Woodley has the upper hand, not because of his height or because of his shortness or whatever. But just looking at him, I can tell that he is really focused and he really wants to destroy Jake Paul 100%.
Pays off for the chosen one. The future UFC Hall of Famer and former UFC welterweight champion, during a recent social media workout, demonstrated that he has a good foundation and solid fundamentals, although Tyron has never fought in the boxing ring as a professional. Tyron isn't known for putting combinations together or utilizing angles in the traditional boxing sense. The UFC champ packs a serious punch and has some sharp hands. In case you want to confirm, just ask Darren Till or Stephen Thompson. The YouTuber turned boxer Paul has also promised to KO Nate Diaz after he takes care of business against Tyron on August 28th. The fight will likely take place in Miami, Florida, where Logan Paul, Jake's older brother, recently fought Floyd Money Mayweather at Hard Rock Stadium in an 8-round
8 rounds
exhibition. Logan Paul went the distance with the 50-0 fighter Floyd Mayweather in the ring. Jake, being the problem child as we all know, tweeted during the fight and claimed that his brother has ended Floyd's undefeated streak.
Wait, did he just say... Wait, go back a bit.
No, tweeted during the fight and claimed that his brother has ended Floyd's undefeated streak, leaving him at 50-1.
Okay, let's do a quick research here. I just can't handle this crap. Wait, I actually went a bit too far. Let's just end this crap right here because I do not believe he has defeated him. Okay, Floyd Mayweather, there we go. Look at here. Look, total fights 50, wins 50. Wins by knockout 27, losses none. None, people. I mean, look at this. None. He has not defeated him. He's only 44, dudes. You have to understand. He's still considered the best ever. Okay, let's just go down here. Look at this. Okay, let's go to the part where he boxed with Logan. There we go. Mayweather with Paul. Yeah, let's go to the last one because this is where it all started. Okay. In the post interview, Mayweather raised the opponent that he's better than I thought he was. He's tougher, rougher competitor. Paul appeared to harbor doubt about how serious Mayweather may be taking the fight, saying, "I'm going to go home thinking, did Floyd let me survive? I believe he did, because Floyd Mayweather can punch, you know." When he asked about the prospect of making a return to professional boxing, Mayweather replied, "I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing, absolutely not." He did not completely rule out the participating in the exhibition. As far as doing any other exhibition, probably not. So I guess you can say this was his last, but not because that Paul defeated him and defeated his streak that he had to let go and cancel out. It's mainly because that the dude is 44 years old, okay? And let's be very honest here. There are other people who are going to take over him in the near future. There are going to be people who are better than Muhammad Ali. There are going to be people better than Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, there are going to be people who are better than them. So technically, Floyd Mayweather is still awesome. 50-0. He still remained the same, okay? This was not a competition that relied too much on a trophy or anything else. It was just more like a friendly kind of match where, okay, you're a punk dude who wants to play boxing. All right, I'll punch the heck out of you. Let's start a fight like that. It's kind of like, okay, we just punch and see where it goes and we'll donate the money to charity and so forth. That's it. There's no trophy. There's no belt. There's nothing. It's kind of like a charity kind of match. It's nothing. Honestly, Logan, you did not defeat Mayweather's streak. Don't be stupid.
Floyd's undefeated streak, leaving him at 50-1.
Nope.
The upcoming fight against Woodley is a big fight for Jake, as he will attempt to knock out another former UFC fighter.
Nope.
Jake has taken a different tactic in choosing his opponents.
You have to understand, as I said, not everybody's going to be professional in everything, especially Tyrone may have lost 4 matches. That doesn't mean the other matches people are going to like not care. 4 matches he lost, so what? What about the other matches? He's done pretty well. I would believe Tyron Woodley has done pretty well.
From his brother Logan. Fight fans are claiming that Jake is afraid of Tyron after the footage emerged recently of the
True.
YouTube star appearing rather
remember watching this.
uncomfortable at the pre-fight photo shoot. It was as if Jake did not want to look him in the eyes. The problem child has an undefeated record in his career so far, having beaten fellow streaming star Nissan
Honestly,
Gibb.
this guy is also a moron. He is not a professional boxer. Honestly, I don't know why people in the YouTube will think they can just go to boxing and think that everything's gonna be great for them. First of all, you are not a professional boxer. So you cannot just simply go into a match. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not gonna go into a surgical room and do a surgery on a person. It's the same thing with boxing. You can't go in the ring and claim yourself as a professional just by winning 1 match. Okay? Tyron Woodley, Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, they all have been boxing for years, you know. So you can't expect yourself to be a great person just because you win 1 match, okay? Jake Paul may have won 4 matches, but because he's been fighting with wimps. He's been fighting with noobs, with people who do not know how to play the sport. Look at this guy Gibb. He doesn't look like he has the muscle to do it.
Former professional NBA player Nate Robinson and ex-UFC star Ben Askren.
These people were old-timers, you know. They were already about to retire and they're about to take it easy. So obviously they're going to be in a period where, oh yeah, they can't do this anymore. And honestly, look at this face. This is the face that I would not let my kids watch. Look at Logan cheering on his brother like he's proud of him. Honestly, both brothers here are morons.
Promotion for what will no doubt be a huge event has begun, and some behind-the-scenes clips have shown Jake acting far from his usual confident
Look at
self.
that, look at that, look at that.
The fighters can be seen squaring off in their boxing gear for
Look at
photo
Tyron,
shoots,
he's
but
locked
Jake
on him.
seems unwilling to
Jake
make eye
seems
contact
so
with Tyron,
scared that he
rather
doesn't know what to
choosing to
do.
look at the camera or down to the ground. Jake Paul has claimed he'll come out on top against Woodley, but a footage has emerged of Jake and Tyron taking part in promotional work together, and he just doesn't seem his usual self.
Yep.
Tyron seems to stare
He's
at
not
the
ready.
24-year-old fighter, and he makes a glance to the camera before looking at the ground. Tyron then, cracking his neck, rolls his shoulders as Jake keeps his eyes locked anywhere else but his eyes. Later on, Jake put 2 fingers up to the camera in an attempt to look unfazed, but however, it failed, and fans on social media believe that Jake has bitten off more than he can chew.
Yep, he's
One fan commented that
stupid.
Jake knew at that moment that he had picked the wrong opponent.
That's true.
Another one felt
picked the
sorry
wrong
for
dude.
Jake as he really looked humbled and scared. A third critic added, Jake bad to get his butt beat, but I
True.
gotta respect the fact that he even accepted the fight.
Yeah,
While someone
I mean, I
simply
respect that he
wrote that
accepted the
Jake
fight, but he's
finally
dumb to
realized that
even
he's
start
dealing
it
with a
anyway.
man. Jake, in response to this, lashed out at his critics in a highly charged post on Twitter, accused them of ignorance. He wrote, I think it's funny how y'all Twitter boxing critics have never been in a boxing gym a day in your life, yet know everything about boxing. Only people that should be allowed to talk about the sport are ones who have been in the ring.
You've been in the ring only a few times, dude. That doesn't make you a professional. Like if I drove a car for 5 years, that doesn't make me a professional driver. Okay, there are other people who have been driving better than me. Okay, that doesn't mean you're a professional. You've been in the ring only a few times, dude. Don't act like you're a professional. Okay, don't act like you're great.
Tyron later wrote on Twitter, you already scared poopless. I don't want to slap you, but the moment I walk
Whoa.
away after I knock you out, the world will rejoice.
This is a prophecy right here. This guy is actually telling the truth. Because you cannot go up against a professional fighter like Tyrone. But seriously, Tyrone has more expertise than Jake.
Tyron believes he'll knock Paul out inside 1 round, and UFC president Dana White surprisingly believes him too.
Whoa, even Dana White, the president of the UFC, you know, believes him. It just goes to show that all confidence are on Tyron Woodley.
However, one man who is against that is Colby Covington, the one who handed Tyron a defeat at UFC Fight Night in 2020.
Whoa.
Colby called the fight a circus and claimed Tyron will throw his boxing debut just to take home a big wallet. They're doing this on purpose, and I really think Tyrone is going out there to take a dive, Covington said. I think he's broke. He needs the money. He's got mouths to feed. He's got a lot of paychecks to pay.
Okay, I won't deny these guys telling the truth. But they're not doing this on purpose, okay? The reason why they organize these things is because so that they can organize, maybe, okay, you get a cut of the pay and the other person gets a cut of the pay, and then they donate this money to charity. Looks like they will donate to charity because they already said that they can't take it back. And he says, and I really think Tyron's going out there to take a dive. That's BS right there. And he says, I think he's broke. He needs the money. He's got mouths to feed. Obviously, he has a family. He's got a lot of alimony paychecks to pay. Honestly, what were you doing, dude, when you were actually fighting Tyron Woodley? I mean, honestly, everybody who plays a sport, obviously they will get some money. They're not doing this for free. Obviously, they're not doing this for free. Who does something like this for free? Who gets punched in the face for free? Who gets... Have you ever seen Tiger Woods play a game for free? No way. Even if he did play for free, it's probably for maybe to show up at a charity event, or maybe just to prove someone that, hey, you're not doing it right. Let me show you some examples. And obviously, who's gonna do it for free? I will never punch somebody or play boxing for free. Obviously, you have to have some money to survive.
So I think he's just going to go out there and take a dive.
He's not gonna go out there and take a dive. Okay, he's not.
It's going to be a circus. And we know boxing is the most corrupt sport in the world as it is.
Yeah, so is WWE.
So this little side circus they're doing with Jake Paul, of course they're going to favor his way to make it all work.
That's just rubbish, okay? That's just nonsense right there. This guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's just making more controversial comments. That's all they can do. This guy, I believe he's just so pissed off at Tyron Woodley. Maybe he had an argument with Tyron Woodley that he wanted to stop him from actually boxing. I mean, look at this crap. Look at him smiling at right there. He doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about. He's just making more controversial comments.
And with that being said, it is time to end our video. But before that, we want to know who you think will win this
Tyron Woodley.
fight. Jake Paul or Tyron Woodley?
Tyron Woodley. My money's on Tyron Woodley. 100%.
You guys know what to do. I'll see you in the comments section. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
There we go. Look at him. What a punk. Can't even stare at his eyes. He's so scared. Look at him. I think he wetted his pants or something. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. But I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much for your support. Leave a like, share, subscribe. And I can't be the judge of these two guys. I mean, I really can't be the judge of these two guys. It's basically up to anybody at this point. Whoever wants to vote for who. Like, you want to vote for Jake Paul, go ahead. You want to vote for Tyron Woodley. But I believe personally that Tyron Woodley has more experience. He has more skill. And I believe that he can actually beat the crap out of Jake Paul. It's not because I want to see Jake Paul lose. I want to make people understand that just because you go into a game and you think you defeat one dude, it doesn't make you a champion all year long. You have to continue on. Like Jake Paul, he's being a bit of a childish kid right now. Even though he's exercising and practicing and, you know, training with his fellow trainers, that doesn't make him a professional. He needs to understand that in order for you to fight and be a boxer, fight real boxers. Okay, fight real people. And Tyron Woodley, even though he's new to the boxing world, I believe he's got the skill to actually, you know, put his mind to it and defeat Jake Paul. So that's my opinion. If you guys have any other opinions, okay, you can go and do it yourself. But I believe Tyron is gonna do it. All right. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for support. Do leave a like, share, subscribe, comment on the video too. Helps me to put myself and subscribe to my channel, guys, for more videos. In the meantime, do hit that like button, and see you guys next time in the next video. I do upload my videos weekly, and I sometimes upload it at very different days and different dates. But I will upload my videos weekly. I'll do more react videos, and then that should be it for me, guys. I'll try to do more. Suggest to me what I can do, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. God bless. Bye bye. Peace.